Hello guys, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be going over and testing Vallejo, the shifters. This is their color shift paint sets. I did one last year. I believe it was called Space Dust, and I really liked them. And after doing the SMS color shift paint test last week, I really like those too. I finally got a hold of their second set, and they have a third set. And this one is Galaxy Dust, and the colors are a little on the lighter side. And let's go ahead and show you what you get in the set. This was about 20 bucks. Is it 20 bucks? 15? I gotta look it up. I will put a link below for these. You get 6 in here, and you also get the pamphlet of all of them. Yeah, there it is. Now, like, they sell them all together in this master set, Borealis. Or you can buy them individually in Magic Dust, Space Dust, and Galaxy Dust. I did Space Dust last year. We're going to be doing Galaxy Dust right now. And maybe if this goes well, we'll also test Magic Dust. They're kind of very close to one another. You can even see here, even in their color samples. So I'm not crazy about testing all of them. But, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I do like to test everything. So it will come to that. And they give you all the tips and whatnot, but I'm going to go over that now with you on how to get these on. And they go on really easy and not much prep needed. And they're acrylics. There's no smell at all. So they really are good to have. So let's put this here. Let's go over the colors. I'm going to spray 2 of these on camera. The rest I'll do off camera because it's mostly about the results. But I'm going to spray them on, a couple of them, to show you guys how they go on and how to prep them. So for the colors, we have light violet green, green gold, cold blue, emerald green, mauve, dark green, tin, turquoise, violet, and green, silver, blue. Now, I believe these all have a shaker ball in them. Yep, you can hear it right there. And for this, we're going to be using my Badger Patriot 105 blue on the end, which means it's the 0.5 millimeter needle. I like to go the larger size when I spray Vallejo paints. It's just the way I've gotten used to it. It pushes them out really well, and when you go a smaller needle, you really got to start thinning them and getting the thinning just right with these. But with this, with the 0.5, I'm not going to have a problem at all. And for thinning it, we're actually going to just use flow improver instead of thinner in both. A few drops of this, and these will go right through this Badger or any 0.5, no problem at all. With a smaller needle, you're just going to put a few more drops of what I'm putting in here, maybe a couple drops of their thinner or some water. For shaking them, we'll use my 4E's paint shaker, and they don't take a lot to shake. I'm going to show you right now how we're going to mix these up, so we'll do that right now. Get your coffee stirrers, you break them in half, and here we go. What you're going to do is you're just going to upside down. See how the frame rate of the camera in person, this looks like it's just shaking. I can't see that wave motion at all, but you guys can see it on camera because of how the frame rate of the lens is on my new phone here. Now check this out. See, now you can hear the ball bearing, and pretty much these really don't settle at all. These really stay almost pre-mixed. They're really well done. And for this, I already have it pre-labeled, so we're gonna label. I mean, we want to see what we have. This one we're gonna do on camera, and I need 18. This one on camera, so we're going to show you these right now. All right, so let me shake this up. And one this way, it lights up when she's working. You can see the green light. That should be all you need. Matter of fact, I'll do this one quick. There you go. Saved my hands and wrists. Let's get that out of the way. Man, that thing's heavy. All right, and let's show you how we're going to get this done. All right, here we go. We're just going to do a spoon and a piece of plastic. So that's probably all we're going to need. See that? You can see the consistency of it. It's on the thick end. All right. No smell at all, which is fantastic. Now with these, you can go 3, 4, even 5 drops. It's a flow improver. It helps it not to stick to the needle. Lets it dry a little, takes a little longer for it to dry. And that's its purpose. But today we're going to use it for both reasons. That and as a thinner. Now, it's going to look still thick, but you're going to see how beautiful it comes out. And it stays really shiny too. This has to go over a black base. I've tried them on white, grays. They don't show up at all. I'll give you an example at the end. But we're going to be just putting it over these black shiny spoons and a piece of the plastic that's kind of semi-gloss. I labeled it for each one. And well, I got one of these from a Zaku kit. I painted it black, glossy black. We'll see how that goes on there. Anyway, that's it. It is prepped. Oh, here we go. It's it. It's pretty thick. But you've seen like 5, 6, 7 drops of that with how much I used. And if you're using a 0.5 needle, you won't have any problem. A little smaller, I would thin this out a bit more, but not thin like a lacquer. All right. So that's it. I'll thin out this other one. We'll head over to the booth. And I also, my trick of the trade here, I brewed up a hot large mug here of hot water from my Keurig K-Cup brewer. And that's what I like to clean out my airbrush with, is with the hot water. It flushes right out. All right, let's head over to the Pace spray booth. And let me show you how nice this stuff goes on. All right, guys, here we are back at the Pace spray booth. And we're going to go with 77.018. How's that for a number? I guess it's 18. Dark green tin. Put that over here. All right, now you saw how thick it was. I'm going to scrape it all off here and get it right into the cup. Again, we don't need a ton of it because we're only going to be spraying a couple samples. All right, guys, here we go. Watch how nice this stuff goes on. See if I can capture it for you well here. Get some dust off. Here we go. Look at look at it. It's already covered. Look at that. It flowed out perfect. There's no smell. Matter of fact, going any more is a waste. I don't even have to put any more on. Look at that. All right, so let's go ahead. Hold on, guys. Get that piece of plastic. Here we go. Ready? Oh yeah, look at that. That is a great color shift. Well, we'll go over all of them in the end, but wanted to show you how great this stuff and how quick and painless it goes on. Let's look at well, there's a lot in here, so let's go ahead and put some on this hair plate so you guys can see that going on. And this Badger Patriot just pushes it out effortlessly. How's that? Get that word out. That's it. We're out. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, we're giving away the reveals. We got to do that at the end. All right, guys, let me flush this out. We'll do one more, then we'll go over the colors quick. And not the longest video, but I wanted to show you these paints. They're really good. Let me get the other color. All right, guys, next up is, this is number 10, 010, Emerald Green Mauve. No fancy names. I wish they did. Just says eccentric colors on it, the shifters. So they're telling you exactly what the color is, but I wish they had a little bit of a crazy name. I like that system. All right, here we go. Trying to get so you guys can see this good. Oh yeah, this one's beautiful. Oh yeah. All right, let's put it on this piece of plastic. It just, oh, look at that. It just goes on so well. And for an acrylic, it's usually tricky. You know, you got to take your time. Sometimes it runs, and you got to air dry it. Not with these. They just go on really good. Let's try it on this Gunpla piece. It already looks great. Running this at 15 psi. Looking down now at it. Stupid wire is shaking. It's hard to show you guys. Well, you know, we'll show you on the reveal. We'll let this dry, but looks like it's pretty good. Let me put that aside. All right, let's try the other side of this plate. There we go. Well, you could really go wild with these. All right. Oh, excellent. All right, guys. Let me clean this out. We'll go over all of the colors. All right, guys. Here we are. Not at the bench. We're at the booth. I put a piece of black cardboard behind here, so you can see the colors really good. The lighting here works well for these color shifts, as we learned in the last video. But let's go ahead and go over the results quickly. This is the Turquoise Violet 09. Beautiful. Look at this, guys. I'll do the tip here. Still, because of the bend, you can see the blue still behind. And go here. There's the purple and the blue. And the spoon really gives the curves and shows it off. Isn't this beautiful? Now, I sprayed it over white so you guys can see how not much happens, but you do get a little blue highlight in the shadow. Can you see it? It's still, and it's light purple. This was over our light gray primer, but no matter what I did, this is the best I could do. That's why I'm going to show you. It has to go over black, but that does give a nice effect. All right, the next one up is 18 dark green and tin. Here we go. Look at that. Wonderful. They clean up good. There's no smell. So really big bonus there. Wow, that looks awesome. The shifting is really good on them. This one I didn't do the black plastic. I don't know why, or I lost it. Let's see what we got here. This is number 2. Light violet green. There we go. It looks the same, but no, I guess not. I was going to say it's a lighter violet. Let's go with this one. There we go. Oh, yeah. See, it's green, and that's the blue shadowing here, the highlight here, versus green. So even though you look quickly at them, they look the same, but they're not. Really nice. Really nice. All right. Green gold, cold blue. This is 08. Not sure what they do. They do a lot of greens. There you go. These are kind of close. Maybe not. It's darker green. Yeah, it's a darker green. This looks more of that Dynames green. This is more of an aqua, I guess. Still very nice. Let's see the color shift here on the piece. Trying to get the purple to show up there. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Now the spoon shows it off great. All right, what do we have here? 17 green, silver, blue. You know what? I was going to say where the silver is. I can see the silver now. Can you see it? It's like a silver highlight. And then it's pretty much like the others, except it does have that silver tinge to it. Is that what I'm trying to say? See, very close to this one. Are these the same? No, they're different. I was going to say I mixed them up, but I didn't. Let's try this. This, oh, yeah, 1.7. It just has a silver highlight on its way down to the full shift. And I sprayed it over this, and got nothing really. Here's the gray. I tried to leave the gray on so you guys can see it. But it doesn't do much. A little bit of the red. Actually, the red color here actually shows up when you put it on a lighter color. See it? All right. And finally is emerald green and mauve. This is 10. Another beauty. But you can see There's a couple of them that are quite similar until you really go back to back with them. Then you can kind of see the difference. But still a good value. The package is still a great value. Look at that. And this one I sprayed over white. I mean, like gray, and I got nothing. Still, you get that bluish purple highlight, that greenish highlight. That's all I can get out of it. You know. Let me show you the plastic plates before I say goodbye. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I don't think I did it. I did some on this side. One of the greens. Look at that. Oh, look at that one. Blue to the purple. This is orange here. Oh, green there. Wow, you can really see it there. Isn't that great? Anyway, these are great paints. I do like them. They dry pretty quick. I put these in the dehydrator between takes here, and they dried up pretty nice. I'd let them go at least 12 hours before I would really handle them, unless you got the dehydrator. I put them in about an hour, and you're probably good to go. But these are really nice paints. They perform well. I would go with the flow improver for thinning them straight out into a larger needle. This is my Badger Patriot with a 0.5. It's usually the blue end. It tells you it's the 0.5. The silver is the 0.7. The black is the 0.35. Anyway, I like them. They're great. I did the other set last year. I'll probably get the other set and we'll do the whole comparison. But if you guys are into acrylics, these really can't be beat. I'll be testing color shifts by Green Stuff World. I got some of those in, so we'll compare those to these. That's a direct comparison being an acrylic. So we'll see how they perform. I do like the brand Green Stuff World as well as these Vallejos, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, guys, that was all for today. A quick video. For me, a quickie. And I recommend these. I will put a link below to all three, and I'll put a link below for the Flow Improver as well as the Badger Patriot. Coming up soon is a brand new compressor review. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about before I say goodbye. It's right there. That's coming up along with a digital pressure gauge. Look at that. We're going to get that mounted, you know, before. Go back to the booth here, guys. Before I'm going to get that mounted before the test, so that's what's coming up. That's why I didn't do it next. And then we're going to go a full review of that. Then we're going to do the micro spray gun. We're going to paint a car body, plastic car body kit with real car paint. That's coming up very soon. Oh, let me show you one more thing, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. He's running around. He's a maniac. Oh, look at this. You take a Molotow chrome marker liquid. Right? I put some gold pigments in it, and I made gold chrome. Now, it's not as shiny, but it's gold chrome. And I'm using the marker, and I airbrushed this out, and experimenting with a few other pigments. So that's coming up soon, too. Look at that. Isn't that great? Gold chrome. And I'm working on setting up a Patreon. Something I've been working on. I hopefully to have it up within the week. And we're doing something special with that. We are actually going to take requests. And if you guys want to know what one paint looks like sprayed over another paint, I will do that for you in a quick video through the Patreon. That's the purpose for that. But we'll get more details into that in the coming week. And I'm pretty excited. Anyway, guys, like the video. Please, it helps a lot. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I have a lot more stuff to go, a lot of giveaways to come up. We're trying to reach that 50,000 subscriber milestone, and then that'll trigger off a bunch of great giveaways and all kinds of great stuff to come. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool. It's pretty warm where I am. And leave a comment below, any questions you have, and we'll see you in the next video.